What is up, guys? Delboy here. So Luis Ortiz's team have come out and confirmed that he will not be fighting Anthony Joshua on June 1st as Jarrell Miller's replacement. Essentially, the reasons are apparently the offers sent by Eddie Hearn were lowball offers, and also no contract was sent to Team Luis Ortiz. First and foremost, look at how they've worded that statement. They said offers, meaning according to them, they've had more than one offer. If they was all lowball and you're rejecting them, why would you want a contract? Why would you want a contract for an offer that's been rejected? You know, that statement in itself really made no sense whatsoever. But, you know, there's multiple sources out there saying that it's the PBC who are ducking this fight. I mean, even Lou DiBella, who is basically a PBC headpiece and an Al Heyman right-hand man, he basically insinuated, or he said, why would Ortiz really take that fight? You know, he's got ties with the PBC and he can rematch Deontay Wilder. Why would he want to play second fiddle and be a replacement fighter? That's what Lou DiBella said, and I am paraphrasing. But Lou DiBella, he knows the ins and outs in the PBC, and he was kind of insinuating that Ortiz's team didn't really want it. That's what I kind of got from his interview with The Boxing Voice. And like I said, Lou DiBella is Team PBC, no doubt about it. And even like pro-PBC journalists and PBC shills like Mike Coppinger, I mean, he basically said, well, he said exactly this on Twitter. No surprise that the fight didn't get made, basically. Luis Ortiz is with PBC, per sources, has already been promised a rematch with Deontay Wilder in 2019. And that guy's a PBC shill. He really is. And for him to be saying that, and for multiple other journalists to be saying that the PBC is stopping this fight, I mean, it doesn't look good, does it? It really doesn't look good. And as for lowball offers, I mean, how much does the guy want? The guy got a career-high payday against Deontay Wilder, which was actually 500 grand. And, you know, that was when he had his O. That was when he was undefeated. Since then, he's obviously been knocked out, and he's not really looked good since. He looked pretty bad against Christian Hammer. I mean, why is this guy worth 10 million all of a sudden? If Luis Ortiz is that confident, then he should really take any half-decent offer to fight Anthony Joshua, because if he beats Joshua, he could make cake in the rematch or unify with Deontay Wilder and earn millions. If you're that confident, take your career-high payday against Joshua, because I'm sure he is being offered more than 500 grand, win the fight and make more money after. But Luis Ortiz is an old man. He's an old man with high blood pressure. He wants to get as much money as possible for that fight, or his team do. They want to cash him out. And if they can't cash him out, they are not going to do another promoter any favours by bailing him out and giving him a replacement fighter in Luis Ortiz. They're not going to do Eddie Hearn any favours unless they are severely compensated. And I've seen a few people out there argue, well, Eddie Hearn and Matchroom and DAZN should just pay Ortiz what he wants. You can make the argument. That's fair enough. But at the same time, the guy's lost since his career-high payday. He's not done anything since. Why should the guy get 20-fold his highest payday? You know, like I said, if he's that confident, he would take any half-decent offer. And his team would let him fight. But no, it's not happened. And by the way, if this was purely down to Luis Ortiz, I think the fight would get made. I think the people around him are preventing him from taking this opportunity. And if I'm right about that, you know, that is disgusting as far as I'm concerned. Ironically, it would be the PBC fighter who has a quote-unquote slave contract. You know? Disappointing. Ortiz was the fight I really wanted, to be honest. I think that fight had a level of intrigue about it. And, you know, it would have got a lot of people excited, but it's not happening. So there you go. And maybe I'm wrong about blaming Team Ortiz, but everything I've heard in the past few days doesn't convince me they really want the fight. It sounds like they are They're putting their interest out in public to say they want the fight, but I think they have something else in the back burner. And like Lou DiBella kind of insinuated, maybe there's a Wilder rematch there in the future. Maybe they have plans for Luis Ortiz. And like I said, if the PBC are not going to get financially compensated in a big way, why are they going to let go of Luis Ortiz to fight on a rival's network when chances are he's going to get knocked out? And basically Ortiz is the PBC's second best heavyweight. Why are they going to lose him to a rival network? Why would they help Eddie Hearn out? That's what I think it comes down to. To be honest with you, if it was down to Luis Ortiz, like I said, I think he takes the fight. But Luis Ortiz, you know, he's under Al Heyman, he's under Jay Jimenez, he's got a lot of people around him. I don't think he's allowed to take this fight, to be honest. And when multiple PBC shills kind of insinuate the same thing, what else am I supposed to believe? And do you know what the final nail in the coffin is for me? One of the paid PBC channels, Ego Boxing, saying Luis Ortiz shouldn't take the fight because it's too short notice. I'm telling you, man, these people don't want Ortiz to fight Joshua. For people saying, yeah, man, Luis Ortiz, he got Joshua scared, man, Joshua ducking. These people do not want to see Anthony Joshua versus Luis Ortiz. They don't want to see it, man. They don't want to see it. And it's a shame. It's a shame these people are paid for. But there we go. What can we do? You know, shout out to, you know, real boxing channels out there who grind hard and try to put the truth out there or try to be as honest as possible. You know, guys like T Street Controversy, for example. The YouTube boxing community and boxing media in general need more personalities like that. Guys who are down the middle, fair and honest. And, you know, don't get me wrong, we all get shit wrong. It's not about getting things right or wrong. It's about giving your honest thoughts and opinions, and that's really it. You know, trying to have some sort of integrity, but there we go. You know, there's a lot of clowns out there. Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua, it's not happening. It is what it is. Share your thoughts below. Peace.